I can't, your finger is blocking that red thing, so I was waiting for the red. Okay. Hi, I'm Jerrie-Joy. Welcome to my tiny kitchen in North Bondi. I grew up eating a lot of curry. It was always like kind of the fancy meal out. If my parents were feeling flush, we'd go to the Tandoori Palace on Oxford Street. But also, I think it's just so yummy to have a big pot of warming stew-like substances going on, and it makes your house smell amazing. If you happen to live in a tiny house like this, it will smell amazing for a few days. Ooh, what is that cooking? This is a red lentil curry. It is, I guess, an Indian curry. It's vegetarian, although it's not, because I'm using chicken stock. You don't have to. I chose some kind of hearty root vegetables. I love a sweet potato, probably in my top 5 favorite veggies, and lots of warming spices. And then lentils, some coconut milk, some tomato. It's all gonna simmer down. It's gonna get thick, it's gonna get gluggy. It's not very hot spicy, it's more like warm spicy. And this is just a pot of warming goodness. Just cut the onion however you want. It's going to meld down into kind of nothingness. So as long as it's just like a consistent shape, I'm just gonna do like half moons, quite thin. Of course, you could use olive oil, coconut oil, vegetable oil, ghee. I'm going with ghee because having something kind of rich in fat like that is going to make the vitamins and the minerals more easily absorbed. And I mean, I just think on a flavor profile, it just makes it a more well-rounded, buttery flavor. I'm probably not explaining that well, but anyway, coconut oil is fine too. I'm gonna give those onions like 6 or 8 minutes. Having the time to just put the onions on low and slow like that just makes the flavors meld really, really nicely. You know, we're loose here. It doesn't have to be the perfect diced garlic. Chili, I'm gonna leave the seeds in. These are not very hot chilies. It's more like a warming flavor rather than heat. All right, ginger. So a knob, generally I would say it looks a bit like this, right? Like a 5 centimeter piece. Peeling ginger, I mean, there's a lot of camps, well, there's 2 camps, to peel or not to peel. I wouldn't say a lot. I think people say to peel it because they're scared of like the peel being all kind of gritty. So this is kind of making more like a ginger paste, but it's gonna be good. I'm gonna do coriander roots in this, and then we're just gonna do, this is like quite a lot of stemmage, but whatever, it's all good.
Why the roots great?
I like using the roots because they just add that little extra bit of freshness. We're gonna actually use ground coriander. We're gonna use coriander leaves on top. So I think having like multi-levels of one flavor, if you can do it, it's pretty cool to try and do that. We're ready for our spices, which means we get another look in my spice drawer. Okay, so madras, we're gonna go bit of coriander on the boob. We're gonna go 2 tablespoons of curry powder. It's 4? Great. It's 4, it's a lot. So, tablespoon of coriander, cumin. Yes, you could get a mortar and pestle and buy these herbs as whole herbs and grind them yourself, but we are all about ease here. So, that might seem like a hectic amount of spice, but we've got our coconut milk that's gonna go in there and kind of cool everything down. Tomato, which is gonna lift it all up again, but also water it down. There's a lot going on here, multi-levels. Can I talk about layers and levels anymore? Sorry, but you kind of, I mean, cooking from this level, like going onion, garlic, ginger, starting with our warm tones and then moving up to more vibrant flavors. I think if you kind of feel like cooking, like creating levels and building up flavor blocks, it's, I don't know, maybe it makes you think about why and what you're doing and why you want those particular spices. All right, so we have our spice mix going. It's starting to smell really, really good. And I'm just gonna cut the sweet potato. Generally, I'm just gonna cut it in the kind of mouthful pieces that I want to eat. It will break down a little bit, but yeah, just something loose, easy. I don't really peel my veggies. There's a lot of goodness in the skin, so I'm just going to leave that. I mean, give them a scrub. I'm using lentils in here because they're going to melt down, and we kind of want this to, I don't really want the toothiness of another bean or a chickpea. I just want these to get kind of mushy and comforting and warming. I do love cooking with beans and various other legumes, but I don't know, a lentil is also super, super high in protein, iron, lots and lots of goodness in there, super anti-inflammatory kind of meal to eat, very flavorful and very easy. I'm gonna go for the pulpa for this one because it's a speedy weeknight curry. I don't really need tomatoes to break down for a long time. This is just going to deliver instant tomatoey goodness. So we're going a whole tin of that. And I'm just gonna go half the coconut milk because I'm gonna do more later. So right now I just kind of wanna get those flavors going. So now we kind of have every element in here. We're gonna add a little bit of stock. In terms of food, you can go pretty high and pretty low with a lot of things. I would invest in a good olive oil, and I would probably invest in a good stock. Stock that I probably could make if I could be bothered. So I'm going to wait for that to come to the boil, and then I'm going to turn it down low and slow. I'm going to partially cover, and then just check it whenever you remember. Give it a little stir. It might start sticking to the bottom, but it's fine. Just give it a little scrape. Those kind of charred bits when it sticks are actually what gives it a lot of flavor, so don't be afraid if it sticks. We're serving probably 4 or 6 people. Everyone wants a good amount of yogurt. Let's go, that's probably a cup of yogurt. Full fat, full fat. Don't fuck with skim. I'm just gonna massage my lime so that I can get it extra juicy. I'm gonna go straight lime juice, no zest. I'm gonna whisk that. Not only do I travel with my pepper grinder, salt and a lemon, I do often travel with lime pickle to curry night. I don't know if you know, actually I feel kind of like I shouldn't give this away, but on a Thursday night at the Digs, they do a curry night and it is pretty good. So, oh, the Digs, North Bondi Diggers Club, it's the golf club. Shit, I really am giving it all away. I kind of wanted you to work for that. The North Bondi Digs, curry night on a Thursday, everything is there except lime pickle and a salty yogurt. So I have been known to take my own. They don't have a problem with it. I mean, yeah, they're like one for all for one. Isn't that the Diggos? The Diggos, that's the Diggos motto. Okay, that's, I don't know, maybe half a teaspoon of coriander seeds. I know I talked about like not worrying about a mortar and pestle, so here I am actually I'm gonna chop these. They're probably gonna go everywhere, all over you. There's more on the floor than what will go in the yogurt. I'm gonna go like half a teaspoon of ground cumin, about the same of coriander. Swirl, and salt, considering this is a salted yogurt. I would say like a good couple of hefty pinches there. So that can just hang out in the fridge for maybe another 20 minutes while this curry's going. So go have another glass of wine and see you back here. Ooh, ooh. Dry, good for curry. Okay, this has been going about 45 minutes to an hour, so we're going to probably check it. Well, we're definitely going to check it, and we're gonna fold in some greens because we like a variety of color on our plate. We like a rainbow plate. So some greens, I'm gonna go with silver beet because it's in season right now. It's cheap, it's bountiful, and it's packed full of nutrients and lots of flavor. I'm also going to just give it a splash of lime juice as well, just to kind of wake it all up. It seems like I'm putting a lot of greens in, but they wilt down to nothing, so go for broke here. dolloping on my yogurt. That's the salted spicy yogurt that we made earlier. And some nigella seeds, which I toasted. Pickle, okay, lime pickle, mango chutney, mixed pickle, whatever you want. This is just gonna give it that, I don't think I've said umami this whole time. So it's gonna give us that umami kick of like bitterness, salty, sour. It's just like every single flavor that you really need in a food in here. Go sparingly though, and put it in a bowl for people to enjoy at their own leisure. And some coriander. That's kind of it. Hey Bobby, Mags, you want some? There's very good depth of flavor going on here, from low to high. It's spicy where you kind of want it to be spicy. Full on a lot of flavor. So that yogurt's really gonna cool us down. The extra herbs on top are just giving us this brightness. You could do another squeeze of lime on top, that would be really good. Then toasted nigella taking us to another level. I mean, it's kind of everything you want. And everybody's going to enjoy coming into the kitchen that smells like this. They're going to enjoy leaving the table feeling full and warm and good. So get your curry out, put your toppings on, and enjoy.